All-Star Incentive Marketing is a 40-year-old incentive and award company. We're basically the company that administers award programs, safety recognition programs, whereby the participants earn points. When they decide what they want to redeem those points for, merchandise, travel, we're the company that warehouses and fulfills the awards.
And it's a very well-hidden $40 billion industry. At $40 billion, it makes it one of the larger industries in the country. It's bigger than the video game industry in this country, which most people know is huge. And yet that size of an industry is well hidden because it's not top of mind, right? You don't sit there and think about the automotive industry, you think about the housing market, you think about these big things. You don't think about one of the industries that really greases the wheels and gets everybody a little more motivated to get up out of bed and do a good job. And that's where our programs come in.
Well, my dad will tell you it started in '67 in his basement, and the kernel of the idea, I suppose, did. He worked for Amoco Chemical and was involved with their plastics manufacturing of celebrity figures on cups, which would go to McDonald's and Burger King and whatnot.
Somewhere along the way, Amoco had asked him to move to Chicago because they were closing their Boston office. I think my mother kind of dug in her heels and said, we're not moving to Chicago. So he decided to, create his own company, and that company was built around the idea that companies need products to help make their sales force work harder or for their customer base to be more loyal.
I think we actually incorporated in '75 in a little trolley house that's now a bank in Sturbridge. The first facility that we fulfilled out of is now the Hampton Inn, but it was an old barn. We went from the barn to a building on Route 20, which is now a candle manufacturing operation. We built that in '96 thinking we'd never outgrow it. And by 2006, we pretty much realized we had, and we made the move here in '08, and I think this will be the last one. His philosophy was never say no and figure it out.
The running joke was that, a customer would say to him, can you? And before the next word would come out of their mouth, my father would say yes, because he'd find a way. They were the customer. My father wanted to service their needs and keep them coming back, and so he would make it happen one way or another. And I'm sure when he told that customer he could fulfill the product, they weren't thinking we'd be shipping product out of an old garage with 12-year-old kids. But at the end of the day, we delivered a good program, and they were no worse for the wear.
We used to do this thing called the Galympics, which was our version of the Galonic Olympics, and it involved everything from archery to free throw shooting. And as one by one we all went down with various injuries, the Galympics is now reduced to one event, golf. Depending on how the previous weekend's round went, if we happen to have a little challenge, there might be some cold shoulders Monday, Tuesday, but by Wednesday everything's good. If we've done nothing else truly great, it's found some people that have made us look good.
When I start, there's my parents, a gentleman by the name of Mike Balcom, and that's it. There's three of us, and I'm the fourth. And then it wasn't much bigger when Gary joined and when Eddie joined. To go from that to this, and in this being 50 to 60 employees and the larger extended family, I take a lot of pride actually in having that and making payroll. And giving people a place to work and giving them a good, fun community to work in. I'm 46, but I'm not sure at 26 it was as important to me. I was doing some charitable work that my parents had perhaps started early on, and it was something I felt it was good to do. But the older I get, the more I really enjoy it. But whether it's charitable work or the local community, the ironic thing is that All-Star's customers, by and large, are not local. Primarily what we're doing is just trying to be a good citizen, a good corporate citizen to our local environment. And we take a lot of pride in local youth sports, in the school system. My brother Gary and others have served in all kinds of different positions within the town. And that's strictly volunteerism, and that's strictly wanting to make the community you live in a better place.